Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is time for another Alliance War. We are at the very beginning of Season 45, and it is War number 1. And in this war, my Alliance for Loki is taking on DSVG. You will see down at the bottom there, it says, with bonus fights due to a recording issue. For some reason, I had 4 fights this war. My phone only recorded 2. So I'm going to include fights from my second account running the same exact path. In this war, I will be on Path 6 in both Section 1 and Section 2. Start with Shuri and Kitty Pryde. The fights you will not see are going to be Omega Sentinel versus Storm Pyramid X and Rintrah versus Hulkling. They went perfectly fine, very smooth fights, so not missing much there. But let's go ahead and take a look at these first 2, and then we'll jump over to the 4 fights that I've taken so far on my second account. So first fight up, going to be Shuri, combat deja vu prowess, insurance policy, and spiked armor. Here, really, I'm going to try to do parry, light, medium combos for the most part. I'm not too concerned about this. No, I'm going to take chip damage. No, I'm going to take some damage from spiked armor. Not going to use Angela again for another fight. She is just in here for this fight. Had the choice between Angela or Hercules. Chose Angela because I could parry. Going to throw on an invulnerability boost. First war of a new season. Just want to make sure I'm absolutely safe. Really not too worried about this fight at all. So, it's just going to be a little bit slower. This is an R2 awakened Shuri, so, expect it to be a little bit longer. Expect to take a fair amount of chip damage. You can see, hadn't taken a hit and already down, 7% just because of the node. But like I said, not too worried about it. So we're going to try and bait special ones throughout. I just find it's much easier for me to counter her special 1 because I can dex out of the end of it and then go in than it is to counter her special 2. And I'm just looking for openings to really minimize the amount of time I have to spend in the fight just in case this war comes down to a tiebreaker. And Angela hits decently hard. She is really just an R4, and I think, Rintrah's an R5, so, I bring in 2 R4s and an R5 for this war. And we've got Shuri down to 16%, and we're just going to finish her off right here with a special. All nice and easy. Fairly clean fight. No big issues there. So we're going to move on to the next fight, which is going to be Omega Sentinel versus Kitty Pryde. And then on this node, it's got aggression prowess, insurance policy. So if I remove the prowess, she's going to gain some power. And the other one is really just to, gain some critical hits for ending combos differently. In this, I did do some practice fights on this. And you'll see I start with a medium, thinking that I was going to get rid of her initial prowess right there. And it didn't work. So just kind of went to a normal medium combo to get rid of the prowess, and just was really wanting to make sure that I didn't run into any issues right off the beginning with removing some prowess effects. And now we're just going to build to a special 3, and then we're going to drop our special 3 to get the the plasmas on her. So there we are at special 3. Now we want to bait a special 1 so she's low power. Okay, and here's the only issue that I've had this entire war. So, I'm going to throw the special 3. And if you notice, she gained her 3rd prowess from aggression prowess right before I threw the special. So it did remove her prowess, which then boosted her power up, which isn't a problem. But, here she gets to 3 prowess again. So I'm going to go ahead and try and remove some of them. There we go. She's down to 2. I push her up to her special, and she gets to, I think, like 5 or 6 here. And you can see there, I accidentally went in and did an intercept. And you can see just that one miss took a big chunk of health. Fortunately, I had armors up, so it didn't do anything other than take some health and going to require a heal. But, that's always my issue with fighting Kitty Pryde. I don't ever want to intercept her, but there'll be sometimes I go in to hit her block and it just turns into an intercept. So in that process, I did lose those plasma debuffs I had, running on her. Not a big issue. Still able to finish the fight off. Just going to cost me a couple health potions to heal up before I take Storm Pyramid X. I do take Storm and Hulkling just fine. But, figure since it didn't record, I'd go ahead and show a little bit of footage from my second account. I do run on an iPad on my second account. Just some mini boosts there that were expiring. These are pretty straightforward fights. Similar nodes, a little less health, but this is going to be Domino against Elsa. Really in this fight, same thing. I'm not going to worry about the aggression, the prowess building up. I'm just going to do normal combos, get to a special 2, drop it, and it should finish it off. Very comfortable, dexing out of Elsa's special 1. That's why you see me sitting here baiting. I probably could have gone for it and not needed to do it, but just to be, safe. And you can see there, if I had just gone in and done a 5-hit combo in special 2, I had more than enough damage to finish it off. All right, moving forward, we're going to jump up here and we're going to take on this APOC. Going to be, using Ultron. These are just some of the champs that I've got to use on my second account. Probably not ideal for these 2 fights, but he works well enough. And this is just going to be build to a special 3, drop a special 3, and, come out of special 3, do a heavy, and, get all the degens building on them. I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward through this a little bit. No sense watching me hit into him a bunch. We'll stop after the special 3. So there we go. Now get that special 3. And this is kind of my favorite part of using Ultron now is you drop that special 3, you drain their power, and then you can rush in. You can do a nice heavy attack there. Thought, I was going to be late on that, so I ended up backing off. I could have probably finished it there, but you can see that I had 10 degens there, taking them down. Now a special 1 to finish it off. All right, going to move ahead again. We'll move up to section 2, and we're going to use Ultron once again for this Domino. Prowess build up unblockable, superior specials. Really, just, she's not going to get prowess, so it's not going to be a big issue. It's just going to be a fairly standard Domino fight. Really the same thought process here. Build to a special 3, drop it, see if that finishes her off. A little bit less health than APOC. Did get a little lucky there. I hit into her with a 5th hit when she was lucky. She evaded, but she did not punish me. And you'll see that again coming up. I think it's not this combo, but the next one that I do, I'll get lucky again. Here we go. Yeah, she'll evade the last hit on this combo, but didn't punish me. So a little lucky and a little fortunate there. But, really the rest of this fight is just looking for openings to get in there to give her some hits. She throws a special 2 right away, which is very nice of her. And there we go. So this will finish her off. We'll throw the special 3, and I'll save you the having to sit through it. It does finish her off. And then we get the last fight, which is kind of the most fun one that I had on this one, which is going to be using Morbius against this America Chavez. Morbius is a champion that's really growing on me. I really like using him. He's one of the, I think I've only got 8 7-stars on my second account. So he's one of my few, and, he's one of my higher damage champs. So, it was nice to be able to use him in this war. He is a global attacker. She is a global defender. So, it's going to make it a little bit easier. Really goal, bait special 1s, use his glide to counter the special 1, and now throw the special 1 to get some more bleeds on, and now it's just really time to build to a special 2. And that's all I want to do. I want to get to that special 2 and drop it, because that should finish her off. There's the special 1. Going to go in, get just enough power to a special 2, and look at this. Let's go back to that. Look at that damage. Oops, missed the timing on the pause there. Well, I'll get it sooner or later. There we go. So 140k damage. There we are. Nice little special 2 from just a rank 1 7-star. Nice way to finish the war fights off. A little bit extra bonus footage there for you. Figure, if you're going to tune into a war video, you might as well see some fights. So, really looking at my stats so far on just the 4 Loki side for season 45. So far, 4 kills, 0 deaths. I like that ratio. Still very early on in the war. No way of telling who's going to win or lose this one. DSVG is a very good alliance, so I expect it to be very tight as we go. So far, Omega Sentinel is kind of my MVP. She's been used in 2 fights, Angela in 1 and Rintrah in another. And that's going to wrap us up for this war video. I do want to thank you all for all the likes. Please subscribe if you would. It does help the channel grow. And we will see you in the next one. Have a good day.